I think this is going to be a pretty short video over the idea of density. What is density? Density is a ratio. That means it's one thing divided by something else. Density is a ratio of mass divided by volume. And what are these terms? If you don't know them, mass is the amount of matter, typically measured in something like grams or kilograms, and volume is the amount of space, typically measured in liters or maybe cubic meters, some size unit. So density is very similar to speed. Speed is a ratio of distance over time. So you see the same kind of form here. D equals m over v, and speed equals s equals d over t. So the formula, distance is mass over volume. I'm not going to talk to you about that because you guys already know how to manipulate an equation. I just want to talk about densities and I guess just general ideas. So what does it mean if something has a high density? That means it's got a lot of stuff in the amount of space that it has. So what's something that has a high density? Something like gold. Gold has a high density. It has a lot of mass per unit of volume. So if you had some gold, it wouldn't take up a lot of space necessarily, but it would have a lot of mass. Okay, so what about something that has a low density? Something like a helium balloon. Yes, there are people out there who put helium balloons on a lawn chair and fly around. It does happen. So helium has a low mass and a high volume. So if you have a small numerator and a big denominator, you wind up with a very small density. So things like helium tend to float. Things like gold, of course, tend to sink. And I told you this was going to be a short video. There's only one more thing I want to put on here. What substance do we use to compare other substances? We use water. Water has a density of 1 gram per milliliter. So anything with a density greater than 1, like gold, will sink in water, and anything with a density less than 1, like helium or air or styrofoam, have a density less than 1. So there you go. Density is a ratio of mass to volume, amount of matter or stuff per how much space.